Alexis, thank you. New details tonight on that doctor in Yuma accused of sexually assaulting 3 patients. Detectives now say at least 8 more women have come forward. Edsel Sandoval in court today pleading not guilty. One of his accusers saying he sexually abused her during her annual exam. While the official indictment only lists 3 women, Yuma police are pursuing more charges with at least 11 victims now. A reporter confronted him after court today.
Edsel Sandoval, can I get a comment? Edsel, are these allegations true? Edsel's attorney, would you guys like to make a comment?
They did not stop to respond. We checked with the state medical board and confirmed Sandoval's license is now restricted, so he's not allowed to practice medicine anywhere in the state. He is slated back in court in June. Count on us to keep you posted on these new charges.